My name's Aidan Adelman. I'm a sophomore in Human Services. So in high school, I was trying out everything. I took cooking classes, business classes, and I knew I wanted to do something with humans. In high school, I student taught for a semester with a 6th grade class, which was a ton of fun. But then my mom sent me an email one day with Human Services, and I was like, I must have missed that or skimmed over it or something. But as I was reading it, I was like, this is exactly what I have been doing, and this is what I want to get better at and do in the future. Human Services to me is the major that encompasses everyone. There are humans everywhere. They all need to be served. It's always relevant. There will always be jobs for it, and there will always be need. The main thing we learn is finding the solution is about getting creative with our learning. There's not a one-size-fits-all solution when it comes to people and their needs. It's focusing on the things that necessarily don't have a systematic solution to it, and we have to get creative. There's a lot of community outreach and involvement with a lot of the classes. I remember in HDFS 100, we got to develop a program for Spring Fest here at Purdue. So it was fun having a booth and working with the community, students, little kids. Last semester, I was a part of the Say It Big competition, the inaugural one, which was a whole lot of fun. But that's an elevator pitch competition where you talk about your experiences for 3 minutes. And that was very helpful, not only with public speaking, but also learning how to market myself. I feel like learning how to market yourself is something that's kind of been viewed as exclusive to engineering or the business school. And so it was nice seeing HDFS get into that kind of niche and show that, yeah, we can do that too. The first real class where I felt like I really got to sink my teeth into the content and what my major could possibly yield in the future. It's skills for helping professionals with Dr. Q. So this class is focused mostly on counseling or therapy. And then we have every week these lab times where we basically get mini therapy sessions with our peers, and you get to work on these skills in a really safe environment. And it's one class where I definitely felt like a different person from the beginning to the end. And these are skills that I still use in campus organizations that I'm a part of, or even just mediating conflict with my roommates. It's been really helpful, and people notice, and they take account of that for sure. A typical HDFS classroom, I feel, is a lot safer, a lot more open than most. Everyone has a story, but this is a big shared experience where I feel like it's easier to open up to not only the professors, but your fellow classmates. So I've had some great conversations, met some great people, have had some long-lasting friends from HDFS, because we're not trying to solve a math equation, we're trying to figure out how to better help each other. And so by doing that, we automatically become closer as well. First thing that comes to mind is one day in Skills for Helping Professionals. We were in our lab doing our peer-to-peer counseling, and I was the one who was able to yap about my life. One of my peers was the counselor, and I was talking about my plans for the weekend and how my dad wasn't able to particularly make it. She really dug into that. I remember there was a moment where I had to take a pause and was like, whoa, I had never thought about it like that. I had never considered this, and I started tearing up, and I was like, well, you, in like 5 minutes, you made me think about my life differently and helped me find a way to approach this issue that I didn't even know was an issue. Having a peer serve me in that way in a class for a grade, I was like, wow, people really do care, and I want to be able to do that for others as well. Right now I have a lot of experience with summer camp, so I'd love to do more with summer camp programming. I don't know, be a higher up in some organization somewhere, but also I'd love to counsel. That professional skills class really opened my eyes up to the power that it can have. I don't have any formal experience with talk therapy or counseling like that, but after taking that and feeling an impact from my peers, I was like, if my peers can do this for me, I wonder what I could do for others being better trained in this. So I think that would really be amazing. HDFS is where it's at. If you're considering it, I think you're considering the right option. Give it a shot. You're bound to like it.